Okay, so we should have audio. We've got audio. Things are, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, well that's interesting. It should be displaying scrap mechanic. There we go. Wow. What a load of kerfuffle. Yeah, so today, obviously I've got all this metal lying around from endless raids that we keep getting. That's alright, mate. You gotta go do your stuff. Education first. Education first. Anyway. So we've got all this metal lying around from the random raids that have been occurring. And we need to do something about it. I sort of want to automate something. But at the same time, I'm not entirely sure how realistic that'd be. Yeah. We'll just have to have a look, see what we can come up with, really. And if we can come up with something wonderful, that would be great. If not, I don't know. I want to sort of turn this space into my base. So, ideally... I need one point where all of the metal can be collected. We could put it underneath here. So if we had like a... There we go. So if we had like a platform here where our resource box would be, and then we need something to go out this way to collect all this, and then we need something to go out this way to collect all this. But we want it to be able to retract back into base. Come back over here. I was thinking of a couple of ways to do this. There was either going to be something above, like a monorail system with a dangling, hanging resource collector. See, I've got to get all this as well. I might be able to do that, you know, if I can work out... If I can work out how to do a corner, we could do a monorail resource collection so that it just runs... It'd have to run one way. I mean, it wouldn't have to run one way at all. But if it did run one way... Okay, we might go for overhead monorail system. Because we can bring it... If this is the end, then it goes round this way, goes down here. So it'd be like it'd travel on the outside. I mean, I could bring this side in a little bit. This doesn't need to be this far out. So if I bring that wall in, so we're nearer here, and mind you, where's the water? Water's down there. I'm just trying to think. The only problem that we've got is anything that piles up against here we're going to miss. So... Depends how well it'll turn corners as well. It'll miss half of that because it's too far out. And then it swings around here this way. Clang, 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 clang. I could have it go back inside, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how we get on. If we move the entire thing somewhere here. Okay. Need a resource collector because I need to work out how wide this is. We've got a resource collector here. Okay, that's the widest it is. That's not too bad, actually. Mind you, we've got to work out how we're going to move this on the monorail system. That might be the better way, actually. Where's the center? Center's them two. Okay. So that works, because then you'll have a wheel there and there, right? So if we did a wheel... That's going to be too close. Okay. Okay. And I bet that will now be too far apart, won't it? Yeah. I don't know. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. We'll work it out. We can work it out. So then that'd be like that. Then how many wheels are we going to fit in here? It'd be 2? Yeah, okay. It's a lot of wheels, but if it works... If it works... And that's connected to the ground. Yes, it is. Okay. That makes it easier for this. So that'd be our resource cart. Ideally, you'd probably need more than one. Trying to think if we would benefit from anything. If we could get any other way onto this. Because that's kind of wide. But that might give us the distance that we need. That's pretty close to that wheel there. But these aren't necessarily for turning purposes. I'd have to put this on a motor. Maybe. I don't know if I could put it on a controller and loop it, that's the only problem. I think they're going to be too close. I think they'd touch and cause issues. do 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 do. So how well would this turn a 90? If it can turn a 90, awesome. I don't think it will. We'll have to look at ways to make it turn a 90. Why is it trying to go so high? It doesn't need to go that high. I just want it here. Because it's the wrong way. Okay, cool. It's not going to do what I want it to do. Am I getting away with it like that? Maybe. Maybe. Can I get to these? Okay, so that fits there. How's it going, gaming? Controller, just for testing purposes. Are we good? I hope we're good. So when that is like that, what was I looking for? Controller on it. And then we're going to need a switch. Switchy, switchy, switchy. Get rid of these guys. I'm not too bad. I'm a little bit confused. A lot of my streaming stuff's started to pay up, so things are a little bit interesting today, but we're going good. I'm trying to work out how I want to collect all of these, whatever you want to call them, spines or legs or... And so far I'm just looking at a monorail system. If I can run a monorail around the outside, just runs the resource collector through, just picks everything up. But I'm not entirely sure if it's something that I can... Wow. Okay. I'm not entirely sure it's something that I can make, but all we've got to do is try it, see where we come up to. And if it does go well, then awesome. And if it doesn't go well, then it will be a learning curve, I guess. These guys who want to go down here all the time are making life hard for ourselves. Hopefully nobody's attacking the packaging plant. It'll just be our luck. Sounds like it's just out here. He is. No one's over there, are they? Nope, that's good. Good. We can deal with these little guys. Little terrors. It is going to be tricky. There's no two ways about that. It is going to be tricky. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll just have to see what happens. Yeah, so it won't do a 90 like that. It might do a 90 like that. If I spun that one forwards as well. And if I spun that one forwards as well. I mean, that one's going the wrong way. What about that one? That one is also going the wrong way. Okay, nice. I don't know why that's happening. How's it going, Prince? I do not have a Discord server now. There's always one that has to go the wrong way, isn't there? Oh. So the possibility is there if we can just sort out how it wants to do it. Which it doesn't want to do. We'll just disconnect everything because it's kind of spinning freely. And then we'll just reverse these two just to bring it back a little bit. Or reverse all three, why not? And that has had no impact whatsoever. I don't know if there's a big delay. There's a difference between when I see the messages as well, don't forget. I'm not constantly staring at it, so I might not see it as soon as it's written. There shouldn't be any delay. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Wait, 3 and 4 are forward. Why is that going that way? Oh, there we go. Wedges. Wedges, wedges, wedges. Wedges is a very good shout. I could do this two ways. I could use that wedge, or I could use the other wedge. Wherever it is. That wedge. Yeah, so that would be there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right, let's roll this back and then see if it can make this corner. That's good. Right, now chill your beans, Mr. Thing. We want that to roll forwards now. Let's turn it off. I mean, it should be turned off, but oh, I've turned it on. Okay. So it's too tight for it as it is, but I think we might be able to get rid of one whole set if we move it to the middle. Or if we just leave it as is, that could work. So corners will work if we use the wedges. Nice shout. Nice shout indeed. What's that shooting at? Is that you? No, chest is empty. Interesting. Huh. Something set that off. Don't know what it is. Never mind. Yeah, so that works, because that'll go around the corner. Even though it shouldn't be moving at all, but... said it'd go around the corner anyway. Okay, so that's cool. So then how do we convert that to over here? That's going to be the big question. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? One of them. Which way is it? It is long ways, width ways rather, that way. So if we put it there, that should miss that. Right, so this doesn't need to be this high at all. Can come down. How many blocks is that? So if I come down 3 blocks from where it currently is, and that's the middle. So that's where we want to be building. Monorail there. Something has really upset my systems over here. Like, really upset it, right? So that's what we're going to do with this. If I take that, the whole thing's going to fall down, isn't it? Yeah. Should. There we go. Be able to pick that up. Right, so that works. Then if we have the resource collection thing here, that'll be good. So this could be our end point. This could be our, like, a break, if you like. And also our first upholder. So if I go out here, am I going to be wanting to use tier 3 metal? Or am I just happy with wood? Are the haybots going to be able to hit that? I think they'll probably hit it. No, my look. Haybots are pesky little critters. You just go one more way. One more way. Not going to do it. I want it to turn. There we go. It's going to come out of there, and it'll be that kind of shape. Wait, that's not how I wanted to do it at all. I want it to be... It's not going to go how I wanted it to go, is it? It's that way. That's the way that I wanted it to go. Is that as long as it is wide? So we're there, and then back one. Which is, that's there. And there. Okay. That's as far out as we need to go, hopefully. So if we wedge it there. Is it there? Or is it not there? There. To bring it down here. That'll do. So that'll turn it, and then it'll rush down there. And yeah, it should be good. Where are them 2 other pieces gone? They're going to come back sooner or later. They've just fallen through the floor. Now I've got no idea where they've just landed. I'm just going to set this off because it's playing up a little bit. So if I set this to plant properly. Hopefully it will get rid of any hiccups in the system. Yeah, but do I want it to be curvier? That's the thing. If it's too curvy, it's just gonna not. It's not gonna work, is it? Because it'll push the corner out rather than it being in. So if you have a wedge like this, and then you have this, I'm not gonna do it there. It sticks in too much. It's all well and good it being that curvy, but I've got to have two on the outside. So you see how it like bubbles in? That's not going to help it move smoother, is it? That's going to like dig it in. It needs to be smooth there. It might be alright on the inside, but on the outside it's not going to work. That's why I went for that one. Smoother for the wheels to transition across that way. Where is the blocks gone? So then I've got to come all the way down here. I mean, you spammed to use the wedge about 9 times and never said to use on the inside or the outside, so... Can't read your mind. How's it going, bro? Does anybody else find that the the audio in the back of this kind of disappears for ages and then comes back randomly with no real explanation for where it's going or anything? You joined today? What did you join today? What did I miss? Just had a middle. Here they come. Well, it'll be a good check to see if they'll actually hit this thing. I mean, he's climbing all over the head, but... That's good. They're leaving the wood alone. Which is a good thing. Nobody's over there. Wait, hey. And then we just got these stragglers in here. Whoa, hello, little fellas. Very true. And you watch a lot of the videos, so appreciate it. Here. Here. Ooh. I mean, you're the genius with the vacuum pump. I won't go as far as say the farm. That's just cheeky. So now we can get rid of this. I have to put this kind of here because I'm gonna struggle to get this on. Interesting. That's going to be interesting. It's going to hang quite low. I don't know if it's going to get it. It was a genius idea. Oh, I'm going to take that off and that's going to fall down. Let's fix it to the fence. There we go. And then if we zip this, I probably am, you know. I was thinking about it last night, and I was thinking it's so much easier because there's no pressure in trying to watch what's happening. I don't need to do anything when it's that defense system. That just does its own thing. So I probably will use it. Do we need the side ones to move around, or will this be fine? Oh, that's fine as it is. Sweet. So that's that. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we got to work out how we're going to move the pod itself. Shall we use... Ooh, do we use a sensor? If I turn this off, will it roll all the way back, or will it just stop? It just stops at the closest turn. Now, do I double bear in that then? I could do. If I have two controllers, what happens? So we're going to say... Well, I want to go forwards and this one to go backwards. That's good. It's what it's doing. Just do it off the switches for now. Just while we work out what the heck's going on. So we want backwards to be there. And forwards to be there. So we want it to roll back now. So it's not going to roll because of the other controller bearing's not going to go with it. Someone gaming on? You're supposed to be in school. Are they going to work against each other? Is that what's saying? Yeah. Okay. So, how can I solve that? I'm going to have to do it on a motor, aren't I? Font's got WSD converters. Not WSD converters. Anybody think of an idea how we can move that backwards and forwards automatically? Like whether we use a controller or an electric motor or something, let me know. 2 bearings on a pipe. But then how does... How does it rotate in either direction? Because I've kind of got 2 bearings there on the one wheel, but... No, yeah, I see what you're saying, I see what you're saying. Obviously, because one bearing is going to lock, isn't it? Yeah. So it'd be like... So it'd be like that kind of thing. For argument's sake, so that you have one bearing going forwards, one bearing going backwards, then you'd have the wheel. Would that work? I'm gonna see now. So if that's rotating, and that one's rotating, okay. Interesting. Awesome. So then, that means I would have to change how that goes together slightly. Not a worry. No, it wouldn't. I mean, it would, but it wouldn't. Where's that? It's like a service department bit that it needs. There. You know what, I'll keep this down until we're finished. Yeah, it's going well, Font. Thank you very much. It's going well. I'm loving the stuff. The abilities and stuff that it comes with. It's so much fun. Really enjoying it. Have you been cooking up anything new? I saw the wrench that you made the other day. That's pretty funny. Okay, so... There we go, that thing. Yeah, I noticed those things. They're crazy. They are crazy. That doesn't need to be that fast. Fantastico. Now we just gotta know which way he goes which way. Yay! Reborn. Lovely jubbly. Hold up. Hold up. Stop. There we go. Better lucky than good. I mean, it works. It's what I wanted it to do, so it's working. We've got no arguments there. As long as it can make the corner. I think I built this one a little bit too close. Oh no, we're good. Okay, well, that's pretty easy enough. The only problem is, hey Font, can your fill device notice when one of these is full? You know, the chest fill thing? Does it know when a resource collector is full? Suppose it can't. I don't even know where you'd look at it for it, to be fair. So that'd be able to notice, right? Is that what you're saying to me? I'm gonna see. If it does, that's gonna make things so much easier. Like playing golf. If that works, that's fantastic. That is a really, really clever design. Oh, that is awesome fun. That is awesome. Oh, that makes things really, really fun. So now it doesn't have to waste a trip going all the way out. Once it's full, it can turn around and go back. That is brilliant. That is, I can't believe that. That's fantastic. Every time I learn a little bit more about what these things can do, I'm really, really, like, excited. I'm quite happy by it. Offers so much creativity, man. Yeah. Go do your thing, man. Go do your thing. Thanks for dropping by. Will do. Thank you very much. That's cool. Just gonna broke it by speeding that one up. No. Yeah, but because that sensor can now detect when this is full, it means that we can run it so far out, and then when it's full, it can turn around and go back, rather than wasting its entire trip all the way down to the bottom, just to, like, pick nothing else up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, my guy, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, cool. So then all we got to do is have the theme up on here. When this swings in, it just chill out over when it gets up. And yeah, that, my guys, will be that. So that's the metal collection sorted. We'll just, I don't know, make it fancy now, I guess. I am going to put in... That's the only other problem. I'm going to put in some suspension pieces and stuff just to hold this a little bit more. I was thinking that either they run like constantly and they keep going around, or if I could work it on some strange system that will get really confusing and complicated. I've seen you on the Discord. You're always saying that you should be designing stuff, right? Rather than looking at fun doing it all. I'm sure I saw a comment you say that. That might have been on one of his streams. Thank you for dropping by. How's it going? You having a good time? So I either loop this track, or what I was thinking, if I could have, and it'd be complicated but fun, but if I could have like multiple, you know, like a train and a siding. So I have a couple of these things just chilling around, so that when one comes back and is here loading up, it can detect and send another one out. I think that would start getting really complicated, and I don't think I've got the skill set to do that yet. It's an idea. I was thinking about looping. The only issue with looping... Well, there is no real issue with looping, in all fairness, now that I know that I can turn so sharply. So that's not a problem. We could loop. Send this bad boy to the end so we know where we're going. Then we want to turn it so it'll be there. And I mean, swinging it back through might be the option. Because nothing really goes down there, it just comes up to here. So if we get as far as here maybe and then swing it back straight down. Yeah, it could work. We should be able to run it that way. I might loop it and then just have a little stop gate that catches it. Or if I just put a little gate in, a little stop thing, so that when there is a raid, I can just kind of collect all the collectors up and then release them. Who knows? There's a lot of tweaks that we've got to do to it yet. We're just getting the idea. And the concept sort of works, so that's a good thing. So we kind of know where we're going with it. This is the wrong way as well. Wants to be that way. Does it want to be that way? Yeah, it does. Does it? Yeah, it does. Stuck on everything. Stuck on everything. Whoa, I am stuck. There we go. I got rid of the block, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, coolio. Then go all the way down to the end. And then we'll just decide, are we going to loop or are we going to logic it so it turns around and goes back? If, to be fair, if it loops, we don't have to worry about it going forwards or backwards. How's it going, Mr. T? So having it on a rail that loops around might actually be beneficial because it means that we just have to have less stuff. Have it go forwards or backwards will also work if we use the sensor to detect if it is full. Speed these up. Let's go full on. Yeah, okay, you can just chill out for a minute though. That'll do its thing and it'll sort itself out. A loop will use less logic, but it'll use more containers. I have one container for now, because ultimately I'm not going to have this much stuff, am I? Like, this much metal is only here because I've been raided a lot and I've not picked anything up. But if I've got a container that just runs around after a raid, there's never going to be enough spines to fill it. So it would be a waste to have more than one container. I like your thinking though. If it was something that was like a guaranteed headache, where we were going to be surrounded by raids all the time, completely agree. What is this thing doing? Behave yourself. Okay, that's a great sign. Swaying in the breeze a bit, boyo. Switch is off, so why is it doing this? You get the idea. If it behaves. That's not something that you want to find out. I think if we have too much stuff running around, it will cause too much lag because it'll be too many parts that will be in collision. If we just have one thing, it's only one kind of part that it needs to work out. I think that's how it all works. I noticed when I had a lot of whatchamacallums, veggies and that, it lagged a lot when all that stuff was all stacked up out there. It was lagging a lot because it was trying to work out all the collisions. Unfortunately, I can't get a lift underneath it, and if I take it off the lift, I mean, it's not a problem because I got this built here, but it won't lower back onto the rail for some reason. It doesn't allow you to get underneath the rail like you used to be able to do. I don't know whether they've patched something or what. I will move it on to the lift though. It's the only way that it's going to stop itself from being a bit annoying. Oh no, I can pick it up on the lift, that's not an issue. It's just the fact that I can't move the lift so that the gap's on the rail. I don't know why. And then that one's forwards, that one's forwards. Whee! See you later, Mr. Cart. So that works. That's him quite happily bouncing around down there. Got a little bit of a bobble and a sway on, but it's good. So you guys modders as well, those have come from the Discord from Font. Ooh, that's annoying, it's dragging. That's unfortunate. So how much is this going to drag now? Is this going to drag all the way around here? If it is, I'll just lift the whole thing up by a block. Here it is. I might be able to live with that, you know. Okay, cool. So now what I'm thinking is sensors and a memory bit. I'm happy with not too bad. I can live with not too bad. It doesn't need to be great for me. Just not too bad. It's scrap mechanic after all. So we chuck in a logic block, sensors as well. Doesn't need to be level 5, but I do everything at the highest level for some reason. I think it's a bad habit. Woo. Don't think about this now. Don't like thinking. It's not good for my brain. So when that sensor goes forwards, yeah, that's what we want. And then you want when. Okay, yep, you could get stuck. That's also helpful. That side. So when that senses, it'll reset this side, but it'll trigger this side. All part of the plan. Might not look it, but it is. It's all part of the plan. Alright, so that's just going to rock and roll around for a bit now. Definitely one block up, I agree. One block out, yeah. It could do one block out as well, actually. Doesn't need to be that close. So we could build straight on top, I think. I think it's clever enough to climb itself up. But just trying to think, I want it so that sensor can help it as well. catching everything, in all fairness. It catches the ground, it catches the fence. I think also because of the way that Scrap Mechanic works, that length is causing it to bounce a little as well. But that's cool. Whee. Gonna be one of those days. There we go. No worries, that's what we're here for. We're here for mistakes and really, really appalling builds. We go with the good intention, but most of the time my intentions are let down by my my abilities. Well, that's going to cause us problems. Now that sensor's looking at the ground. No! Move out of the way, Greenie. Yeah, we'll go up and out. Up and out. He just broke something on it as well. What did he break on that? Right, up and out. Yeah, so I've got to think about the logic, because I want the logic to sort of go... Obviously, I don't want it just to keep rolling backwards and forwards like it was doing then. We just set that up just to see what it was doing. Which is great and all, but we don't want it to be doing that constantly. So I'm going to use the sensor that we've got on it that notices when it's full. To determine... Yeah, so I'm going to use a sensor that's on it that's reading whether it's full or empty to determine when it stays still so that we can empty it. And it will just chill in the position where the resource collector thingy refiner is going to be. That will help it out. And it will stop it rolling backwards and forwards endlessly. And not letting us get any metal. Which will be good. Which will be good. This is going to confuse me now. I think logic is difficult. It is difficult because even if you look for help for logic online, just in general, rather than Scrap Mechanic logic, just logic, trying to get help and understanding of logic is difficult because the way that it works on Scrap Mechanic is different to how it works in the real world, which obviously doesn't help you learn it. I think for me, the main thing that I learned / understood, whatever you want to call it, was the memory bit. For the most of my logic, once I've got the memory bit down, I'm good to go. And then I just build around that memory bit. But it depends on how... This thing is supposed to have stopped. It depends on how creative you want to be with it. Because ultimately, logic is just thinking carefully. It's looking at something and going... logic's just about going, okay, so what do I want to do? I want to make it go from here to here. Then I want to make it do this. You just got to think it through in a methodological way. Is the easiest way to put it. If you can think it, you can more than likely make it in logic. That's what I'm learning. And I'm not good at logic. But I'm a good thinker. It doesn't mean I can think good things, but I can think of crazy things that I want to do. And as well, I have a physical paper and pen right in front of me that I will scribble things down on. So when I get a system that works, I will literally write it down so that I don't have to remember it, but I've got it right in front of me. I think that's helped me out so much, in all fairness. Loads of different logic that I do, especially in the early game when I really didn't have a clue what I was doing. And I had about 300 logic gates and timers just to open a door and all this sort of stuff. But it worked, you know? And then the more you use logic and the more you start to understand it, the more you realise that you can really cut down, shorten up, whatever you want to say, the systems that you use. But there's way more logic in its uses. Look at this bounce. There's way more logic in its uses than what I know. And when you look at stuff like what Khan can do and some of the other guys, or even Font, like the people who understand that sort of system, they understand it way beyond anything that, you know, some of us can. And I don't mind that, but that's how you learn. You learn off people who know. By having a go and learning off of those that know. Might cheat a bit somewhere around here as well. I'm going to put a suspension in. Hold this all up. That's like my friend. My friend is an electrical engineer. So I'll ask him about it, and he's like, "Oh well, we've got to take one leg from, you know, the AND gate and put it here, and take the other leg from the AND gate." But it doesn't have two legs. It's not like the real world stuff. It doesn't work like that, and it confuses him. It's not ideal. It's really not ideal, but I guess you've got to play to the cards that you're dealt. So what I'm feeling is if I can put a suspension piece in, we'll make a big piece. The theory is this obviously has no collision on it. That's not going to be tall enough, is it? So the idea is that that basically is going to offer me another support beam to hold this whole thing up. And it didn't. Because, for whatever reason, I can't connect this to the ground. Okay, well that didn't work. Interesting. Because I'd have to build the whole thing on the lift. Fantastic. That's still going. Jeez, Louise. See, that's a game that I couldn't really get on with. I never got the enjoyment in Minecraft. I just found it a bit... I don't know. There's just something that wasn't there for me. I don't know what it was. I couldn't explain to you what it was. It was just... yeah. So if I block on each end, I could probably weld it on. Or if I could just fall off my fence, like that platformy thing, that'd also be great. Should really look at all the codes that he's got that get rid of the bushes and stuff as well. That'd be helpful. Wait, how's that connected? It's not connected. Right, so I'm just going to put that there. I wonder. Wonder. Is this going to jump itself up, or am I going to have to help it? It should get up the height, it's just whether or not it'll get over the width. Hey, there we go. Job solved. Could put some sort of stabilizer on it, maybe. That'd be a smart idea, actually, using the chemicals to kill the stuff. Still catches there. Why? Why must you still catch? No, because that's actually quite a bit closer than the other side. Okay, my bad. This to come out one more, but it got itself up alright, so that's good. That is good. Then we can drop it down into the base, so we don't have to worry about that. So we can keep this so much. So I'm not too worried here. But yeah, no, that's cool. That was a quick dog walk. You've not missed anything. Slow progress. See, I played I think it was the beta for Astroneer on Xbox. I really enjoyed it. The problem then I had was I put so many hours into it that it lost its way for me. So by the time the full release came out, there wasn't anything in the game at full release that gave it any extra content for me, and I've not been on it since. And they've added so much more stuff in it. That, and I kind of fell out of love with my Xbox. I much prefer a mouse and keyboard, and sort of got an understanding what I'm doing with those things. I'll have to check it out again, to be fair. I'm not doing it justice. I mean, it's probably nearly 2 years since I last touched it. I think. It'd be about 2 years. A lot can change in 2 years unless it's scrap mechanic. Which apparently takes 4 years or something. Before they brought out survival, they were telling everybody in creative that they're going to get survival mode. 4 years. Might be a bit steep. I might change it for the other wedge. That's better. Alright. Now we'll go get it. Gotta push this side out one more, haven't I? Skirt. Does it need stabilizing on the back, or are we happy with it just flapping in the wind? I'm not too sure. I mean, it does a job, and that's all that I really mind. And then it'll bump down here. And that's where it'll sit. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Thank you. It is okay. When we sort out all the logic now. This is the fun bit. Ah, dear. What's the bot called? That thing. Ask him. He's kicking around. Ask him. He might be able to give you some yays or no's. Would be interesting. But I think that might be a... I don't know how it'd work. Whether it's some physical property that when it's physically detecting something above it, it disappears. I don't know how you'd work that with the chemicals, but... So what we want to say with this then? Do we want this to move until it is told to do so, or do we want it to move manually? Decisions. We could have it move manually, that's fine, and then we'll say when the front sensor detects the wall thing, activate the memory bit. Okay, so if that detects that, we want it to come back, which is this side. But you also want an OR gate because you want to say... We're going to get confusing now. So, if that one or that one detect anything, then you want them to do that. So then it should come back if the sensor picks up or it's full, it will return. And then it will keep coming back until that link senses that, in which case it will turn that all off and it will stop that going forwards. Okay, give it a go. That's not going to work because we've got no memory bit this side. That's the only problem you got there. Nugget. So when that detects, you want it to turn what will be that off. Yeah, and then we just do right. So now it should come back on its own if it's either full or it notices the front, which I should have upped this a bit. Don't hurt me. That's on 3, that's fine. I kind of keep glancing at Hydroneer, to be fair, on the Steam store, but I'm just not too sure about it. Why is it stopped? Oh, it's got stuck. What have you got stuck on? Huh? You go through a bush. Move your way again. There we go. Got a bit of bounce on it over the length, but not a lot we can do about that. Whee! Just like a really bad yeah, so when it comes around here, it's too busy bobbing and swaying around, so that the sensor has ended up catching the fence. I'm going to have to put something on this to stabilize it. Less than ideal, but it is working. It is working. Have I got no seeds? Yeah, potatoes. It do indeed. It do indeed. What a state. And then of course put that to 2 rather than to 1. Should be good. Okay. I could move it out again. 1 more. The whole time you've been playing ball, you've been going fine, and now since you've got an audience, you want to get stuck. Thinking thing. I mean, it's literally is what I want it to do. It's automated. It's gonna run out. I don't have to do too much just yet. I mean, I've got to get the logic sorted, but when we get there, I won't have to do too much, hopefully. A lot of legs. A lot of legs. Why are you going? What are you doing? Go that way. So what happens is I just swing so violently when it comes around the corner. Oh, now I'm stuck. Cease. Why does it swing so violently around this corner and only this corner? Every other corner it's fine. Just this one, it likes to get a bit wild. Now I can't reach the button. A push button would have been a smarter idea. Yeah, it really doesn't like this little bit of track. Look at it. I'm too short. In a 3-foot nothing dwarf, I'm not good enough to... Thank you. So what is it about this rail that it doesn't like? We do need to push it out as well, to be fair, so we'll do that. Having a bad time. We'll push this one out, and then at least it might not hit the fence when it's swinging around like a madman. I mean, it would be just as easy just to move the fence back, but... Start it now. Do the complicated thing. Wait, why am I bringing it up one? It's being awkward, that's what it's doing. Like, it's fine everywhere else, other than this one place. Just decided it's going to show off. It's like, oh, you got loads of views in here, let's just make it look like an idiot. I don't need help. I'm going to do that on my own. Okay, so right, where are we? In here. Good. Not good. Right. Curvy bend. Slanty piece. Slanty piece. Get above it. Where's me lift? Up here. I'll swap me switch for a push button so I don't have to keep struggling trying to turn it on and off as well. That'd be a smart idea. Okay, right. So we're out one more. We're away from the fence. Coolio. Yeah, there's a push button. Push button. Where is this actually connected to? It's connected straight into the logic. Okay, cool. You, my friend, into the logic and go. Lift. Great one. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. 19th times... Oh. There we go. 19th times the charm. And it'll swing violently because it's bobbing up and down. Okay, so that's got it. Just bringing it out one more space. This has solved all of the world's problems. And then it sees the end and then it goes back. That is fantastic. Now what we want to do is get it down here. I'll get it past everything. It shouldn't gather that, should it? I'll get it past everything, then I'll give everything a little whack forward just to fill it up so that we can check to see if the filling malarkey will do what we want it to do. So then, let's just say it's, you know, had a really busy day collecting everything around there. It's turned on. Comes over, it gets full. It notices that it's full and then it's not turned it off, has it? Because that also needs to turn that off. So that worked. So when it's full, it won't bother carrying on its journey. It will also turn around and go back. That is perfect. Looks a bit of a mess. Logic everywhere. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So then, if we're all good, we come around here, we click this. Yeah. That is fine. I think that is where I want it. I mean, it's been a long... It's only been an hour and a half. It was an interesting build, and a few people have helped me out quite well. And I appreciate it. We've got through some teething issues. There's a few more to be gotten through by the looks of it. This thing is just trouble. Home run. No, don't run away. Don't run away. Oh, you know what? Got space for one more. And we've got one leg out here. Cool. Hey, yeah. Awesome. So, I mean, around here is where it struggles its most. So maybe if I lift the fence up. It really loves that fence, and it's really annoying. But if we lift it up one more, I think it might stop it. Because it's kind of like the lower edge of the container gets stuck on the fence. When it swings around, it starts rocking around. So if we higher the fence by one block, that might keep it below it. Might not, to be fair, but it might. But yeah. A violent turn on there as well. I'm happy with that, guys. I appreciate everybody that's dropped. I might throw a video together about this. It'll be a little short one just to catch people up who didn't see the live stream about what's happened and what's gone on. But I just want to say thank you everybody for dropping by. You guys have been awesome. I really appreciate the love and the support on the live stream. And we've done a couple over the last few days. I'm just trying to squeeze them in while I can because all my time is going to be ripped away from me again come the 1st of November. So I don't know when I'm going to be available for content. So I'll try to squeeze in what I can while I can. I just want to say thanks everybody for dropping by and watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to leave it there. Cheers guys. You lot are awesome. Hope you have a good evening, day, night or whatever. You guys take it easy. And yeah, I'll see you again. Bye guys.